Hello, I'm Abhinav Gupta and welcome back to the Daily News Bulletin of Jagran English. Let's begin with the first big story of the day. India on Tuesday strongly rejected Pakistan's malicious campaign on Jammu and Kashmir at the UN Human Rights Council and said that it cannot accept any interference in its internal affairs. First, it was Secretary East in the External Affairs Ministry Vijay Thakur and then it was Vimarsh Aryan, First Secretary MEA UNHRC, who led the second round. In a hard-hitting rebuttal to Pakistan's diabolic rhetoric on Jammu and Kashmir, India called Islamabad's charges concocted and New Delhi's move to revoke Article 370 was legal and within the constitution. Secretary East in the External Affairs Ministry Vijay Thakur, in a clear reference to Pakistan, said that those who speak on the human rights of minorities in other countries are trampling upon them at will in their own country. They cry victim when they actually are the perpetrators. Later, exercising its right to respond to Pakistan Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi's statement at the UNHRC, First Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs Vimarsh Aryan said that Article 370 was a temporary provision of the Indian Constitution. India's strong rebuttal came after Pakistan raked up the Kashmir issue at the UNHRC, talking about the restrictions imposed and detention of political leaders among other things. Pakistan's campaign to corner India over the Narendra Modi government's move to scrap special status of Jammu and Kashmir last month has not met with much success. Islamabad suffered a setback on August 16 at the United Nations Security Council when during closed-door consultations, 14 members of the UNHRC barring China are believed to have agreed that matters between India and Pakistan should be bilaterally settled as per the Shimla Agreement and Lahore Declaration. In another big story of the day, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, his son Nara Lokesh and several other leaders of TDP have been put under house arrest to prevent them from participating in a massive protest against the government run by YS Jagan Mohan Reddy. The TDP had planned a rally to protest increasing attacks on its workers, allegedly by the ruling YSR Congress. The state government had also planned a counter rally for the same. Meanwhile, Section 144 has been imposed in Nara Saraupeta, Palanadu and Gurajala. With the TDP cadre not being allowed to protest, Naidu has called for a 12-hour hunger strike across the state today. With the TDP firm on staging the protest, Chalo Atmakur, Director General of Police Gautam Sawang said on Tuesday that no meeting, rally, procession or protest could be staged in the region as Section 144 of the Criminal Procedure Code and Section 30 of the Police Act were in force. Moving on to the next big story, a judge arrived at Delhi's AIIMS hospital on Wednesday to record the statement of a teenager who was allegedly raped by politician Kuldeep Singh Sengar, a former BJP MLA who is also accused of plotting a car crash that left the survivor in a critical state. The rape-accused MLA was also taken to the hospital for this special hearing. The teen from Unnao in Uttar Pradesh has been in hospital since July after a truck crashed into the car she was travelling in, killing two of her aunts. Last week, the Delhi High Court had ordered the special court at AIIMS in what has been dubbed the Unnao rape case. This would help the rape survivor to testify in the hospital, the court said, putting out strict instructions including that she be brought on a stretcher or trolley and placed in a way that she face the judge during the closed hearing and that an experienced nurse be by her side. The High Court acted after being asked by the Supreme Court to decide on a lower court judge request for a special hearing at AIIMS. With this, I conclude the Daily News Bulletin for today. We will be back tomorrow with more big stories of the day. You can log on to english.jagran.com to track all developments of the day. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Thank you and goodbye.